ओम सदाशिवसमारंभां शंकराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I don't think anybody will have any questions on this, right? It is pretty straightforward, descriptive. There's nothing much to unfold. No, straightforward, descriptive verses. Okay? Unless you have anything, then I can always help. Okay? Okay, and then he is continuing in the 24th verse, the same Vishwarupa Darshanam. He says, Navasparsham Deeptam Anekavarnam Vyaptananam Deepta Vishala Netram Trishtva hi Tvam Pravititam Antaratma Dhritim na vidmi Shamam cha Vishnu. Navasparsham. Okay. The form touching the whole heavens, okay. Deeptam Anekavarnam, effulgent, with 1,000 different colors. Vyaptananam, open mouthed, okay. Deepta Vishala Netram, with blazing eyes. Drishtva hi Tvam Pravitita Antaratma, seeing that form, I am shaken up inside, he says. My mind, Antaratma here doesn't mean Atma. It means mind, okay? The Atma which is within, compared to the Atma which is without, the body, okay? So the mind says, I am shaken up, my mind is shaken up, he says. Dhritim na vindmahi shamam cha Vishnu. I do not find composure, shamaha, nor dhriti, courage, etc. I am shaken up. Why? Seeing the Lord, why are you shaken up? Lord is with you all the time. That's what you want, no? Because he is seeing the flip side of everything bright and beautiful. Dramshra karalani chaite mukhani drishteva kalanala sannibhani disho na jane labhe cha sharmaha prasid devesha jagannivasaha. Dramshtra karalani chate mukhani, in your mouth, massive teeth ready to devour up everything. Whale like, dinosaur like teeth, okay. Drishteva kala anala sannibhani, they are like the fire of destruction. The fire of destruction at the end of time. Disho na jane na labhe cha sharmaha. Okay. I don't know what are the directions. See, for a warrior, for a martial artist, always aware of the directions. Because a lot of the movements depend upon directions. Okay. So it's very second nature for you to know north, south, east, west, what is it. But he's saying, Disha na jane, I don't know. Because I don't know whether I'm inside or outside. Remember, it's Vishwarupa. And you're seeing the Vishwarupa. So when you're seeing, you should have a subject-object relationship.
Swamiji, which sloka are you doing? Number?
25th. Okay. So you are outside then. Because subject-object. But you're seeing yourself as inside also. So which is it? Okay. So Disho na jane, labena sharmaha. Okay. Nor do I know peace. Okay. Prasida Devesha Jagannivasa. Hey Jagannivasa, the abode of the whole universe. Mam Prasida. Be favorable towards me. Prasida. Okay. But why are you so scared? He is describing now. He is describing what is it that he is seeing that is making him, that is shaking him up. Amichatvam dhritarashtrasya putraha sarve sahaiva anila nipala sangaihi bhishmo drona sutra putrastatasau sahasmadhyaihi api yodamukhaihi vaktrani te tava ramana vishanti dramshtra karalani bhayanakani kechad vilagnaha dashantareshu Sandrishyante churna tairtamange. Because what am I saying here? Ami cha tvam Dhritarashtrasya putraha. All the sons of Dhritarashtra. All the 100 sons. Not only that. Sarvehi saheva anilapana sangaihi. And all the kings that are gathered here on this battlefield, all the kings, not only all of them, Bhishmam Dronam Sutra Putra Tathayeso. Bhishma, Drona, Karna, Sutaputra, Karna. Sahasradairepi Yodamukhi, and lot of chief warriors on our side also. Yodamukhi. What is happening to them? Vaktrani te tva ramana vishanti. They are all entering your blazing mouth. Dramshtra karalani cha bhayanakani. With this huge teeth that is there, that's going to chew up everything. Okay. All these people are entering. Kechid vilagnaha dashantareshu. Some are stuck between your teeth. Sandrashante churnater tamangeihi. With their heads crushed. I am seeing the fearful aspect now. Why? Ishvara is also death and destruction. Can you see Ishvara is only creation? Problem ho jayega. It's only creation and there is no clearing. As it is, we are living in an overpopulated earth. What will happen if nobody dies? There won't be a place to stand. Forget anything else. Okay. Therefore, he is seeing now the other aspect of it. The destructive. Yatha nadinam bahuvega vampugaha samudrameva bhyuka drvanti tatha tvamai naraloka viraha vishanti vaktrani abhijvalanti. Says yatha nadinam, the rivers, bahuvega ambuga, with the great speedy flow. Samudrameva abhimukha dravanti. They are going to join the sea, meet with the sea. The rivers in the full flow, flowing towards the sea. Tatha ami naraloka viraha. In the same manner, these ami naraloka viraha, these great heroes on earth, heroes that are there among human beings, vishanti vakrani abhijvalanti. They are all entering your flaming mouths. Almost 18 Akshonis, 18 battalions. One battalion is a lakh of people there at those times. 18 lakh people died on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. That was 10% of the population of India at that time. Total population. Acceptable losses in a war in today's world is 10% of the fighting forces. If you lose 10%, you can still win the war and survive. But they are on the higher side, okay? 10% is on the higher side. But that's the maximum acceptable. Can you imagine what we are talking about? We have an army which is few lakhs strong. 10% means what? We are accepting about 50,000 deaths. Acceptable losses. Now you know what it means to be a soldier. That means a company of 100 people go to war, 90 only will come out, 10 will go. Definite. In fact, more than 10 will go. Because the whole brigade is still held behind. That was 10% of the fighting forces we are talking about. Here we are talking about 10% of the total population of India. By today's standards, it will be how much? 10 crores. More than 10 crores. About 12, 13 crores. Imagine 12, 13 crores dying over a gap of 17, 18 days. It's a play of death. Okay? Yeah, it's a play of death. Yeah. That's why he says they are all rushing towards your mouth. Why? Because by in 18 days, all of them are going to be finished. Less than a battalion survive that battle. If you are talking in terms of armed forces, out of the 18 battalions that took place, 17 went off. 17 went off. That means about 6%, 7% survived the war. I mean, it is good to take a minute to stop and think, why Arjuna was so much against this war in the beginning. Because as a warrior, he foresees it. He knows when Bhishma fights, Bhishma used to destroy one battalion every day. Every day, one battalion. 1 lakh people gone. Falls to a single man. Yeah, I mean, it's unbelievable, We see one death here, one death there because of COVID. Oh my God, 10 people in my life have gone. I know 10 people who have died. Yeah. And it affects you, rightly so. What about lakhs of people going? And these are not faceless soldiers, When you are part of a battalion, there is a strong bond between people. The bond is strong. The loss is real. It is not hypothetical. It's not hypothetical. Yeah, I've been there and back. I know what it is. Yeah. Then he's continuing that. Yada pradiptam jalanam patanga vishanti nashaya samruddha vega tathaiva nashaya vishanti loka tvavapi vakrani samruddha vega. At the same time, he can't help but being poetic. How else to describe the scene? Yatha jvalantam pradiptam, like a bright flame. Patangaha vishanti, all the moths fly towards that. Nashaya samruddha vega, only to meet their deaths. A naked flame, the moth will go and die in a minute. What minute? In a few seconds. It'll go. Okay. Tathaiva nashaya vishanti loka. Similarly, I see the whole world is going to be destroyed, Tava api vakrani samruddha vega, into your flaming mouth. These are all rushing into it. Okay. Now, a little bit you must imagine also, only then you will get the full, what do you call, the impact of the whole thing. Okay, yeah. Leli hase grasa manaha samanta lokan samagraiva dijan ejvaladibihi tejo bipuryaha jagat samagram bhasasya tavegraha pratapanti Vishnu. Hey Vishnu, this is what I am seeing. What is that? Lehi hase grasa manaha samanta lokan samagra vedanaye jvaladvihi. It's like from your mouth, one lick of flame, in a well-lit up yaga kunda, or if you see a building at fire, how the flame seems to be flickering upwards, licking out literally. Same way I'm seeing this, but the whole universe is involved in it. This is not a flame of a small building that is being on fire. The whole world it is like that. Whole world is happening, he says. Tejo abhivarupaya. Bright shining flames, okay. Jagat samagram. One lick here gone, one world gone, one this thing there, other thing gone. Half the people here gone, one flicker, gone. What is this, you know? Yeah. आख्यायि मे को भुवन उग्र रूपम भवानुग्र रूपम नमोस्तु ते देववर प्रसीद विज्ञातमिच्छामि भवन्तमाद्यं नहि प्रजानामि तव प्रवृत्तिम. आख्यायि, please tell me, he says. Ko bhavan ugra rupam, who is this ugra rupa? Because I always thought of Vishnu smiling, cheerful, pleasant, fun. That's our image of God, no? Always happy. God is blessing us, everything is going well in my life. Our idea of God is all this. Very, very bright and beautiful and pleasant and nice. And it is all that, plus something else also. Therefore, who is this Ugra Rupam? Namaste astu Devavara Prasidaha. I prostrate you, hey Devavaraha, the Supreme God, Devavaraha, Mam Prasida. Vijnatam Ichchami. I desire to know Bhavantyam Adihina Prajanaimi Tava Pravartim. Because I can't make out your Pravrti. This function of yours, I cannot fully comprehend. Because all of us are brought up with the idea of God as bright and beautiful, pleasant, blessing, okay. Yeah, okay. Now the Lord is answering what is this aspect of the function, okay. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha. Somebody has asked one question, but that guy should hold on. The answer is given by Krishna himself, okay. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha. Kalosmi loka kshaya pravardha lokan samartaham iha pravardha ritopi tvam na bhavishyanti sarve ye avasita pratyanikeshu yodaha. He says, Sri Bhagavan Uvacha, in the thundering voice he answers, what is that? Kalosmi, I am time. Loka kshaya pravardha, krita pravardha. Right now, involved in the kshaya, destruction of the worlds. Tell me, when is time not destroying the worlds? Moment to moment it is on, isn't it? All this grey hair has not come overnight. Moment to moment to moment to moment, its aging is happening, na? You're born means what? Now you are dashing toward death. That's why every birthday you blow out a candle. 1 year gone. Every birthday celebration is celebrating 1 year closer to death, isn't it? That's why people stop celebrating after a certain age, you know. They don't want to be reminded. But we don't bother about that. Why? 60th birthday, great. Sashthyabda Purti. Half your life is over. Great. You survived this long. 81, Shatachandra Darshi. You have seen 1,000 moons. Wow, good. You survived this much, na? God's grace, good. Why? Because every day you live, you can move closer to moksha. It need not be closer to just death and destruction. It can be closer to moksha as well. So he says, Kalosmi loka kshaya pravardha lokan samartum iha pravarta. Right now my job, destroying the worlds. Clearing agent. Clearing up the worlds. Okay. Kali Yuga has to start. Dvapara has to end. Therefore, the ending of a yuga is always an upheaval. Always an upheaval. Therefore, here it is, upheaval. Ritopi tvam na bhavishyanti sarve. Okay, Ritopi tvam na bhavishyanti sarve. Even if you don't fight. Even if you don't fight, These people are marked for destruction. They got less than 3 weeks to live. In 18 days, all these guys are going to fall. Ritopi tvam na bhavishanti sarve ye avastitaha pratinikeshu yodha. All these warriors gathered on both sides, na? 95% of them going to fall. Even whether you fight or not. So don't think by not fighting you are going to save them. It's my order at work. This war has to happen. This war has to happen. It's meant to happen. That's why even though Krishna tried, it didn't stop. He went as an emissary of the Pandavas to the Kauravas, no? Even 5 villages, Baba. We are not asking for half a kingdom. 5 villages? 5 houses you can't give? No. No. Why? Because meant for destruction, it has to happen. Therefore what? It's a very beautiful statement that's coming here. Tasmatvam ishtas uttishta yasho alabasva jitva shatrun bhungshasva rajam samruddham mayyeva nihita ime purvameva nimitta matram bhavasavya sachin. Tasmat uttishta. Get up. Yasho alabasva, win fame. Shatrun bhungshasva rajam samruddham. Jitva shatrun, having won over all these enemies. Samruddham rajyam bhung, enjoy the kingdom, or whatever is left of it, okay? Mayyeva nihita purvameva. All these have been destroyed by me. They are marked out for destruction. Nimitta matram bhava savya sachin. Hey savya sachin. Savya sachin is ambidextrous. You could fire from both hands. Fight with both hands equally well. He was not a southpaw or a righty. Ambidextrous. Either way he was fine. Therefore, nimitta matram bhava. A very important point here. Very important point for all of us. Every one of us is a product of our times and also a leader of our times. Everyone. Every great leader is as much a product of his times as much as a leader of his times. Yeah. Isn't it true? Look at it. The landscape of our freedom struggle was such, it had to throw up someone like Mahatma Gandhi. It had to throw up someone like Subhash Chandra Bose on the other side, and a whole gamut of people in between. It is Kali Yuga, therefore some of the rogues also had to be thrown up. That were responsible for partition of this country. Kali Yuga, it had to happen. One who sees that pattern and seizes the moment becomes a big leader and a leader of men and everything. For that you have to see the pattern. Great leaders manage to see that pattern. And therefore they can become a nimitta in the Lord's order. Krishna directly reveals it to Arjuna. You and I don't have that luck. You and I don't have that. Okay. Nobody to tell us, hey, Nimitta, this is going to work out like this. I mean, you can consult your astrologers, this, that, etc. Some guidance you will get. Not more than that. And their guidance is important. They'll say, hey, good time now. Start everything, do, take your risks. Bad time now, don't waste your time on these things. So your actions can gain an edge. Any great leader has seized the moment. Now the question is, how do I be a nimitta in the hands of the Lord? Nimitta matram bhava. Be an instrument in my hands. This is what is expressed in bhakti language as dasa bhavam and things like that. Ishwarasya dasoham and all we say, no? I exist to serve. The meaning of the word samurai, one who exists to serve. So how do you know? You'll never know. Like how Arjuna knew, to that extent you'll never know. That is why the idea of universal dharma and swadharma becomes so important. There is a samanya dharma that is universal. It's samanya dharma. What is universal is universal. So, like for example, you are the leader of a group. You are supposed to be with everyone in that group. No? You can't say these are my people, those are not people. These voted for me, those didn't vote for me. No. As a leader, you have to be there for everyone. The good that you do, the benefits that you give, is not decided by those who voted or didn't vote. Those are not the criteria. For everyone. Samanyam. Even for those people who say, that is not my president. During Trump times, we had a lot of people saying that, not my president. And you can say that, but the fact is, he was democratically elected. He is your president, whether you like it or not, whether you accept it or not. Want to vote him out after 4 years. And then crib about the new guy that has come in. It's all happening. But there is something called samanya dharma, universal ethics, universal dharma. I can't do everything about the universal. Not my job. Not my job. What is your dharma? Your dharma will be dependent upon you as an individual. Remember, dharma is always functional. Therefore, you as an individual and the roles that you play. So, there will be always a dharma connected with that. First role you play, child. So, there is a dharma towards parents and siblings. Correct? Lot of elbow room in this, okay? Yeah. Lot of elbow room. Then, your friends, then the relationship that you chose, marriage, etc. You chose it. Therefore, there is an added dharma there. It is not only God given, you use the freedom of choice that is God given and accepted someone. Dharma there comes into the picture. Your children, dharma comes into the picture. And all this, don't forget your dharma towards yourself. For your own growth. How can you forget that? And there is something we all forget. What about my dharma to the nation? What about my dharma to the nation? Completely forget that. We leave it for the soldiers, or for the political leaders. That's why India is in such a bad state. Why we are leaving it to all the political leaders? What about each one of us? Half of Bombay doesn't even bother to vote. Minimum requirement. What is that dharma? Then you have no right to crib about the government you get. And is that all the dharma that you have? Pay the legitimate taxes. You don't have to pay extra, okay? So if you fit into some exceptions, etc., you can do all that. But are you paying your taxes? You go to your chartered accountant. His whole idea is how to avoid your taxes. And then we want our vaccinations free, we want infrastructure, we want everything. I agree there is corruption, especially in the state that we are living in, and a couple of states there are a lot of corruption. I agree with that. I'm not denying it. But have you done due diligence in terms of choosing our leaders? Do we even know what is the character who's standing for election? Dharma. You're voting for him, no? You know, I vote. Even though as a sadhu I can be excused from voting. But I still know I'm also a citizen of this country, even though I'm a monk. Therefore, I'll exercise that. And I overheard people standing in the line. Hey, who's standing for Congress? Who's standing for BJP? Kaisa aadmi hai? They're discussing it, standing in the line to vote. You should have found out all that long back. No? Dharma. National dharma. Yeah. How many of us will be proud of the fact that my son chose to join, or my daughter now chose to join the Indian Army, Armed Forces? %80 will be hesitant, I'm telling you. Unless you come from service-oriented families. Then there will be pride. Yeah. I won a scholarship, but my parents refused to sign this for joining the army. Only son. I mean, if this is our attitude, how do you expect the country to come up? How do you expect? How many of you will be happy if your son joined politics or your daughter joined politics? Irrespective of the party, that's a different thing. That we'll come to later. But the fact you're joining politics and you're making politics your full time. %90 of you all will be unhappy. And then you say all the rogues are entering politics. When good people are not entering politics, there is a vacuum. The rogues will naturally, automatically gravitate towards that. No? How will they not gravitate? There is a vacuum. Pre-independent India, good people entered politics. You may challenge or question, disagree with their politics, but they were all good people. They believed in something. After that, what happened? Oh, politics is a dirty game. Next generation withdrew. So all the rogues walked in. It's easy to talk about dharma when you talk about, oh, my life, my child, my parent, my this. I'm restricting myself to the nation because at this present level of our evolution, this is the maximum identification we are really capable of. One world, etc., we are not yet capable of. As a whole, we are not. One world, one nation, this thing. You can have a national identity in terms of your religion, that some people have. But that is detrimental to the nation. That is not coexisting with the benefit of the nation and the religion. That's not happening. So, the maximum we can have right now is the nation. People who talk about one world, etc., are people who are looking for resident visas in USA. They are not people who want to live in India and do something for India. They are people who want to go there. I mean, this is a harsh truth. As a teacher, I have to say it. Hey, my country is in a bad shape. Therefore, What are you going to do about it? No, I'm going to leave it behind and go. Breathes there man with a soul so dead, who never to himself has said, this is my land, my... Yeah, it's a poem like that. Dead souls. Then you talk about dharma and moksha. Chodo yaar. Tall talk. Tall talk. Therefore, if you really have to be a nimitta, what is your dharma? Swadharma, with respect to all this, dharma is global. What is your dharma? Right from your parents and your children up to the nation at least, and to Ishvara. We talk about not only that, we talk about the Ishvara. We talk about dharma towards the rishis to keep this knowledge alive. Dharma towards our ancestors to keep family traditions alive, family line going. The whole, everything is involved in this, not just one thing. Therefore, if you want to be a nimitta, follow dharma. Follow dharma. Vivek, it will be better if you pay attention to what I am saying rather than keep sending me messages, okay? Links to poetry, etc., etc., you can do that later. Pay attention to what I am saying. Your dharma right now is that in the class. So, the only way you can follow dharma is to be aware of the universal dharma and my role in the whole thing, my place in the whole thing, and follow it. My chosen roles, what can I do? I'm not saying everyone should be a soldier at the border. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. But towards the nation, what is your contribution? To live a productive life is to contribute to the nation. Are you a successful businessman? Are you employing 10 people? Yes, good. You're contributing to the national wealth. Unless you're doing a lot of black market business and not paying taxes, okay? Are you working as a teacher or as an educator somewhere? Yes, good. Future generations are being looked after. Knowledge is passed on. To light the flame of knowledge in someone's mind. Big thing. Not just tough information, okay? So, by following dharma, my own dharma, I am taking part in the creative process of the Lord. In the Lord's plan for this world, which I don't have the whole idea. I don't have the whole idea. But doesn't matter. I am still following the Lord's plan. It's only at the general or the admiral level that we have the whole battle picture. When it comes down, this captain is told, get your men to take this peak. We want this peak. Why this peak? Why not that peak? He doesn't have the whole picture. Unless he is strategic enough. He has got a strategic brain that can figure it out. He may not have the whole picture. Doesn't matter. My job is to get this peak, I will get it. Do or die, I'll get this. The Indian flag will be put onto that peak before sunset. Nimitta matram bhava. He doesn't have the whole picture, doesn't matter. Vikram Batra, when I heard his first message that he sent, I said, this guy is not going to survive. He will win. He will win. He'll be heroic. But he is not going to survive. I know something of war. Okay. Too much of Josh a little bit more hosh had to come in. He won one peak, another peak, and he's saying, Dil mange more. I said, oh my God. The guy is going purely on his josh. What about strategy? What about hosh? What about that awarefulness, etc.? He's just too involved in the momentum of the war. As an officer, you have to take a step back and see that. Otherwise, you will win laurels, of course. He's a hero. But he won't survive. I would have preferred he survived. Why? He would have made a great leader in time. At his level, he was a great leader. But he would have made a great general if he had survived. Why? Because now that I am older, I can see the big picture very well. So, in the same manner, I do not have the big picture with me. I may not have. The universe is too vast to have the whole picture of the entire universe. Forget it. That's okay. One way of getting it, Nimitta Matram Bhava, is to follow my dharma, my Swadharma. That's why he had said that earlier, na? Swadharme nidhanam shreyaha paradharmastu bhayavaha. Death in your duty, dharma, is better than following somebody else's dharma. What is it that you are supposed to do? Do that and do a great job of that. Keeping a balance in the whole thing. Why? Samatvam yoga muchyate, that balance is called yoga. So do you have that balance in life? All this is part of the game. All this is part of the game. And when you follow that, dharma is very valuable. Therefore, Ishvara Arpanam Prasada Buddhi. When you follow your dharma, you are taking part in Ishvara's plan. Come on. It's not a small thing. It's not a small thing. It's a big thing. Even though what you see is only death and destruction. Like in Arjuna's case, he saw only death and destruction. He's a warrior. He knows what's going to happen. He knows who are the people on both the sides and how great, heroic warriors they are. Death is our trade. He knows that well. And he knows we are damn good at that. We are damn good at doing that. He knows that well. He knows there will be only death and destruction. But what is the bigger plan? The end of a yuga. I put up a small video like that because some idiot said Krishna's job was to spiritualize politics. And he was a failure in that. Hey, which avatara's job is to spiritualize politics? What nonsense is being talked about? You can't spiritualize politics, okay? At the most, you can be honest there. Dharma can be followed. Maximum. And individually, you can spiritualize in your life by following it as a karma yogi. Highest case was Janaka, wise person but a king. In today's world, if you are dharmic, good enough. You're a great thing it is. If you are incorruptible, great. Therefore, an avatara's job is very, very clear. The destruction of the adharmis has to happen. The problem was not whether it was Kauravas ruling or Pandavas were meant to rule. That is not the major problem. Under Duryodhana's rule, every institution was compromised. That was the problem. You should read the Mahabharata for all this. The intellectuals were brought over by gifts of money and position and lands. Like what happens with that virtual university. Nalanda University, virtual university. Prime Minister is a very straightforward, honest man. Hats off. But his daughter was heading that and being paid in dollars for doing nothing. In 4 years, not one single paper has come out of that university. So even the intellectuals were bought off. Power and position were held for corruption. That is a problem. So when that happens, destruction becomes part of the game. Especially because it is the end of a yuga. Don't worry, Krishna is not going to be born again to destroy anything right now. Time hai uske liye. For that there is time. Okay, yeah. This is only the beginning of Kali Yuga. Only in the fourth pada, we are in the first pada. First quarter. Fourth quarter he will come again. And that job is also destruction. Most of the Avatara's job is destruction. That is why even though the Rishi is respected, it is Avataras are always warriors, kings. Therefore, how can I be a nimitta? Simple. Follow my Swadharma. The more I see Ishvara's plan, the easier it is. Yes, I accept. If you follow Ishvara's plan, it is easier. But we don't see it. Unless you are perceptive enough to see it with respect to your life. One way of looking at it is, look back into the last 20, 30, 40, 50 years, whatever time you have lived. Look back. And see how you are what you are meant to be. You may not be the best version of what you are meant to be, but there was certain natural progression into what you are. Which in New Age times, the universe conspired to make you what you are. ठीक है रेवा दे बहुत सुना है. Because as a natural flow, we are all living out our prarabdhas. Remember this. We are all living out our prarabdhas. Yeah. That's why many astrologers are right when they talk about your past. The future थोड़ा गड़बड़ हो जाता है. Like in my case, they tell me that when I wanted to walk out to the ashram, my mother got very disturbed. She consulted an astrologer. He says, with such strong Mangal in his thing, and Guru, etc., he is not going to be a monk. He's got warrior thinking. Then after some time, the same astrologer she showed again. He says, in Kerala, my hometown. He said, such strong Shani, how can he not be a sannyasi? पहले क्यों नहीं बोला फिर? Not that it would have made a difference to me. I was following my dharma very well. Nimitta matram bhava. What about future food, clothing, shelter? Yoga kshema mahamiham, not a problem. Chalo. That's warrior thinking. Coming into sadhu life. So, if you follow your dharma, things are taken care of very well. You will be a nimitta in the Lord's hands. And that's exactly what Arjuna also had to do, na? He is there for what? At that moment of time, the battle is the only thing he is supposed to focus on. Yes, the battle could wait for a few hours until he could gain this knowledge, of course. Why? He is one of the important players in that battle. And they are right in between both the armies. Nothing is going to happen until they shift out of that. So it could wait. With Krishna and Arjuna in no man's land, between the two armies, you think the battle is going to start? In fact, I'm sure Duryodhana and all thought, what type of formation is this? I can understand the way they have formed. They are smaller forces, therefore they are focused, needle. We are bigger, therefore we are spread out to encircle them. And they are narrowed down so that they can penetrate. So that strategy everyone could understand. But what is Arjuna and Krishna doing in the middle there? I'm sure it puzzled all the Kauravas. Kya ho raha hai? What type of battle strategy is this? So he's not going to start anyway before he starts. Before he moves out. He goes back and joins the ranks. It's not going to happen. So that much it could wait. So your life can wait enough for you to do your dharma towards yourself to gain moksha, okay? That much it can wait. You can take a few hours every week for that. Not a problem. Why? Because living a life of dharma includes your dharma towards yourself. And your dharma towards yourself is growth. Therefore, karma yoga for growth. And exposure to knowledge for moksha. Part of your dharma. It's your dharma. It is also your ranam to the rishis. The study of Vedanta is a ranam, your debt to the rishis. Therefore, Deva Yajna, Pitra Yajna, Rishi Yajna, this is Rishi Yajna. Yeah. Pitra Yajna is honoring your ancestors. Deva Yajna is honoring the Bhagavan. That we all do. This is Rishi Yajna, to the rishis. And becomes important because dharma, we always think of dharma as dharma towards others. We don't think of dharma towards ourselves. And that's important to think of. You know, there was this monk whom my friend used to study from. Okay, the Tibetan monk. Okay. So he used to tell this friend of mine, Christy boy, you happy, everybody happy. You there, everybody there. Meaning take care of your happiness also, along with looking after everyone else. Because this guy was involved in, looking after the whole society, he lived in this, that, etc. So all that is fine. But you there, everybody there. You happy, everybody happy. Not otherwise. You can't be miserable and say, I'll happily bring up kids. How can you do that? No, I will. The kids won't find out. Tell it to the birds. Kids are much more perceptive than you and me. Why? That perception is important for their survival. Therefore, they'll recognize before you have said a word. Yeah. Babies will sense your mental state. Those who have been parents will know that very well. They'll sense your mental state. Anyway, all that apart. Therefore, nimitta matram bhava. This is Krishna exhorting Arjuna. In Arjuna's case, the problem was much larger. Because as a leader of men, he was also bothered about the state of the kingdom after the war. And believe me, the 36 years that the Pandavas ruled after that was in rehabilitation of families that had lost the young men and the not so young men also. Many people on the battle of Mahabharata were in their 60s and 70s. Yeah, those days, 60s as a warrior, you are considered young, okay? Young enough to fight a battle. You are a veteran. Yeah, you are a veteran. Not an old man, hey, मैं क्या करूँ अभी? No. You will carry a 20-pound spear into battle. Not a problem. So their life went in rehabilitation, not enjoying a kingdom, rehabilitation. Yeah. Looking after the children of the people who have died, enabling the wives and mothers that have lost their people. So 36 years, you should read the Mahabharata for all this. All that lifetime went in that also. So it is a very, very difficult situation. That is why Krishna revealed when asked, Vishwarupam, this is bound to happen. Part of my cosmic plan. End of a yuga. Therefore, Uttishta Yasho Labhasva. Seize the moment. Be the one who carried out the Lord's plan. Seize that moment. You may survive, you may die, who knows? If you can see your death in the Vishwarupam, okay. You can say, oh, I have not yet seen that. Good, you will survive for some more time. Yeah. And with this knowledge is there, what difference does it matter? Live or die, kya farak pada? To live in this knowledge, to die in this knowledge is a blessing. Because there is neither birth nor death. There is neither birth nor death. So that is the whole learning. So when he says here, Nimitta matram bhavasavya sachan, it's a very important way to understand. I think in some ways this is the most important verse in this text. Because you are understanding what is to be done with your life. Yeah. What is to be done with the life, you are understanding. To be a nimitta in the hands, an instrument in the Lord's hands. Therefore one prayer is that, Lord, make me an instrument of your plan. Yeah. Let me be an instrument, a worthy instrument. And remember, instruments can be replaced. So if Arjuna had said, I will not fight still. ठीक है. You think Krishna wouldn't have found another nimitta? If your pen breaks in your hand, do you not find another pen? If a hammer breaks in your hand, you will not find another hammer. If the sword breaks in your hand, will you not find another sword? Your nimitta. The nimitta is dispensable, remember this. I am dispensable. I am not indispensable. It's important that everyone recognizes this factor also. If you really want to know how indispensable you are, after the class, do one thing. Fill a bucket of water. Roll up your sleeves. Okay? Put your hand in the bucket of water. Keep it there for 1 minute. Draw it out. And see how big a hole is there. That is the size of your indispensability. Okay? Do you make a difference in people's life? Of course you do. No doubt about it. Don't worry, all my students make a difference in my life also. Yeah. Sometimes literally. By serving me a nice dinner and things like that. Okay. So sometimes literally also. Sometimes figuratively. But everyone makes a difference in people's lives. Some more, some less, but it is there. Everyone makes a difference. But are you indispensable? No way. No way. Nobody is indispensable. No nimitta is indispensable. No avatara is indispensable. Avataras came and went, no? Did they hang around permanently? Not Rama, not Krishna. Parashurama is supposed to be Chiranjeevi, so he is hanging around. But no more playing the role of an avatara. That he handed over to Rama and went off. I know one of that Mahabharata serials put it very nicely. Parashurama telling Krishna, बहुत नाच गाना किया है, बहुत मक्खन खाया है, अभी अपना युग संभाल लो. I'm going, okay. अपना युग संभाल लो. Yeah. Nicely put. I like that dialogue. It's good. Even though it's not there in the Mahabharata, but it is good. Yeah. Okay. Nimitta matram bhava. Think about it. And if there are any questions, next class will not be next Saturday. Next Saturday is Bhai Dooj. Therefore, have a great Diwali, everyone. Enjoy yourselves. Yeah. Eat some sweets. Don't bother too much about dieting. Break some green crackers. Don't say no crackers, etc. That's all right. Yeah, otherwise Deepavali, therefore, is more about Deepam than about crackers. Okay. Have fun, enjoy yourselves. And I'll see you all one class afterwards. Okay. And our Vedic Wisdom Festival is also going to be on the second weekend in December. In the newsletter, etc., you'll get all the details of it and all. We're still working out the details. Some speakers have said yes, some still have to confirm, etc. But we'll have a good thing online. This year also will be online. We can't have it live yet. And we don't know with the festivities coming whether cases are going to go up or not. Hopefully not. Indications are not, but we never know for sure. I don't have Vishwarupa Darshan, so I can't say, okay. But I can project into the thing and say likelihood is low, but still the permission for a full house, etc. is not there. Therefore, we'll have it online. And hopefully the next camp that we have end of Jan, beginning Feb, we'll be able to have it live. Okay, yeah. So the December festival will be online. Now you get all the details anyway. Okay. Good place to stop. Om Tat Sat.